He schooled me, I think the kids say. Is that what the kids say? Do the kids still say that? Did he school me? I think he schooled me.
How did this fantastic expert called Alonso Gramonde absolutely school James O'Brien from LBC about the far right? Now, on April Fool's Day, James was talking about the Trump administration's obsession with freedom of speech, where they believe they have the right to stifle the freedom of speech of those they don't agree with, but everyone else around the world they cannot, especially with the people that they agree with. Well, anyway, the show was finishing, and he decided to share this little gem of a post he received from Blue Sky.
So I put on Blue Sky at the weekend, people in the USA and beyond, because of that story about them trying to strong-arm French and other European businesses, are being punished, fired, defunded, deported, disciplined and silenced by Trump's administration for their opinions and beliefs. That is a statement of fact. They are. And it's happening in unprecedented numbers. And then, because I can't resist a joke sometimes, I thought the anti-woke warriors really hated this stuff. They all seem to have disappeared. And a chap called Alonso Gomendi picked up on this. He's a fellow at the London School of Economics. And he gave me a bit of a lesson. He schooled me, I think the kids say. Is that what the kids say? Do the kids still say that? Did he school me? I think he schooled me. He wrote, I think liberals in the West need to understand that they have not stumbled across any kind of contradiction or hypocrisy in the global far right when they said, and this ties in with what Sean just told us, when they said, quotes, people have a right to free speech, end quotes, they simply never saw racialized people as people to begin with. To be accepted, racialized people need to accept an inherently contradictory inferior identity. For example, English people of Indian descent need to deny their own Englishness, but Indian people in England need to abandon their Indianness and assimilate to English values. I told you it was thought-provoking. Can you think of any people that might fit into that category in public life in this country? Racialized people, Alonso goes on, are allowed to exist and advance only in that in-between. They're never allowed to be English enough, but they're never allowed to be Indian either. People subjected to such racial hierarchies can simply never fully access or even claim human rights. So to them, they don't really deserve free speech. And the white liberals who disagree, who advance equality and rights for all, regardless of assimilation, that's me, by the way, are simply seen as brackets race, close brackets, traitors or ideologues. They are the enemy within to be defeated. So why would you recognise their free speech too? So yes, they absolutely meant it when they said people must have free speech. They just don't have the same definition of people that you do. You will not shame them with a discourse of hypocrisy. They will just think they were right about you, the traitor. So if you want to oppose them, stop both siding. Stop trying to understand, stop trying to reason with, and simply oppose. I'm not there yet. Stand in their way, sometimes literally, because they mean harm to those they dehumanise, and they need your material help, not your normative sympathy. And in conclusion, in the battle for human rights, this is not about how you both disagree about the limits of the rights. It's about how you both disagree about who is human. It's not about their consistency, it's about our shared humanity. So that explains why English Tory politicians can claim that they can never be English. It explains why they attack human rights, because you can't do that unless you're essentially introducing a hierarchy of humanity. And it explains how people who claim that they're actually in favour of free speech are more than happy to ride roughshod all over it. I tweeted that, I blue-skied that on the weekend, but as I told you, the chap's name is Alonso Gomendi, and I'll share it again now, so it'll be at the top of my account.
Absolutely brilliant, eh? So much in there that, for me, was so thought-provoking, especially when he talks about Indians of English descent, especially when he said that they will never be English enough and can never be Indian either. It kind of reminded me of those who say Muslims are the problem because they don't integrate, while at the same time they're forever having a pop at a Muslim mayor of London, for being Muslim, I suppose. Just weird, isn't it? But anyway, what do you guys think of the post? I thought it was brilliant and, like I said before, incredibly thought-provoking. Also was Alonso Gramonde absolutely right about the far right? And did he school our James O'Brien? Well, let me know down below. And hopefully maybe see you later on for a bit of fun, a political Friday frolic, live stream at 5 PM, I suppose. Well, if I don't, don't worry about it. It's not essential. Just leaves me to say have a fantastic weekend. And if you enjoy everything, House of Commons, select committee meetings, and anything political, please give us a like and subscribe. It don't cost you anything, but it helps my channel out massively. And I shall just bid you farewell and take care, my friends.